The sun had barely risen over the Earth's Defense Academy, but the academy grounds were already buzzing with activity. Cadets of all ages moved quickly, carrying equipment, checking instruments, and running drills. Among them were the youngest. Warriors of Earth Maya, Leo, and Zara, though just 12, 13, and 14 years old. They were already considered the brightest in their classes. Today, they were excited because a new training drill had been announced. Maya adjusted her helmet, her heart racing with excitement. "I hope this one is like the last one," she said, her eyes sparkling. "You know, with the simulation drones." "And obstacle course?" Leo grinned. "I bet it's harder. The commander said it would test our teamwork. I love that." Zara, always the calm one, nodded. "Let's just focus. Drills are practice. Real battles are different." She carried her small blaster on her shoulder, checking it twice. The three friends joined the others at the academy's central field, where holographic projectors were already spinning in the air. A holographic instructor appeared, glowing in blue light. "Cadets," the instructor said, "today's drill will test not only your skills, but also your decision-making under pressure. Remember, teamwork is everything. Do not panic. This is a training exercise." Maya whispered to Leo, "I wonder what they mean by decision-making under pressure." Leo shrugged. "I hope it's fun." Zara frowned slightly. "It is. Always fun until it isn't." The cadets lined up at their stations, each one standing behind a control panel. The holographic instructor clapped its hands, and the field changed. Suddenly, alien ships appeared in the sky, large, metallic, and glowing with strange energy. Maya's eyes widened. "Wow, this is bigger than the last simulation," Leo laughed. "Yeah, let's see if we can beat it." But Zara's frown deepened. Something about the ships felt too real, too solid. "Maya, Leo, do you see that?" She whispered. "What do you mean?" Maya asked, looking at the holographic ships. Zara pointed. "That one. It's not flickering like a hologram. It's real." Before anyone could react, a loud alarm blared across the academy. Red lights flashed, and a voice boomed through the speakers. "Warning! Warning! Intruder alert! Alien ships detected." The cadets froze. This wasn't part of the drill. The ships above shimmered, then began to descend. Real alien drones landed on the academy grounds, sending plumes of smoke and fire into the air. Maya grabbed Leo's arm. "This isn't a drill," she shouted. Zara drew her blaster. "Stay calm. We need to move to the defense stations." Adults in the command center were shouting orders, but many were frozen in fear. The alien ships hovered above, scanning the academy with glowing sensors. The youngest cadets didn't have time to panic. Their training kicked in. "Follow me," Maya yelled. She sprinted toward a nearby weapon station, dragging Leo and Zara. Behind her, the station was small, built for training purposes, but it had energy blasters, shields, and a radar screen. Maya hit a few buttons. The radar showed alien units moving closer. "We can't stop them all," Leo said, his voice shaking. "There are too many." Zara studied the radar. "We don't need to stop them all. We need to distract them. Confuse them. Use what we learned in drills," Maya nodded. "Right. Let's set up a trap. Remember the obstacle course we built in training? We can use it." The three cadets worked quickly, dragging training barriers, energy nets, and holographic decoys into position. Smoke grenades, small enough for practice, were activated to create false images of movement. The first wave of alien drones approached. Their metal claws scraped the ground, their glowing eyes scanning for targets. They didn't notice the decoys at first. Maya took a deep breath. "Ready?" she whispered. "Ready," Leo and Zara said together. With a push of a button, the energy nets activated, sparking and hissing. Holographic images of cadets ran across the field. The aliens paused, scanning for the real targets. Confused, one of the drones crashed into a barrier, sending sparks flying. Maya couldn't help but smile. It worked, Leo laughed. I knew. Our drills would help. Zara, however, remained serious. Don't celebrate yet. They're still dangerous. The alien drones regrouped. More ships descended, larger and more menacing. The Academy's adult army finally responded, but their weapons were too slow. The cadets realized they had to act before the adults could get in position. Let's use the central tower, Zara suggested. If we can lure them there, we can control the battlefield. Maya nodded. Good idea, let's move. The three ran toward the tower, with drones chasing them. Maya used her blaster to fire harmless but loud energy shots, drawing attention. Leo activated small traps along the path-spinning obstacles, smoke screens and holographic copies of themselves. The aliens stumbled, confused. Their sensors could not tell real from fake. Zara climbed to the top of the tower, her blaster ready. She pressed a few buttons, activating a hidden training cannon. Sparks flew, and a bright beam shot into the sky, temporarily disabling the alien. Drone's sensors. Maya and Leo joined her. That should slow them down, Maya said, panting. Just enough for us to plan our next move. Zara replied. The aliens, frustrated, began to communicate. Strange, clicking sounds echoed in the air. It was clear they were intelligent, coordinating with each other. We need more than tricks, Maya said, her mind racing. We need to find their weak point. Leo scanned the drones. Look. There. Energy cores. They're exposed when they move. If we hit them at the right moment, Zara nodded. Then we can disable them without destroying them completely. That's safer, Maya grinned. Let's do it. The three youngest warriors split up, moving around the field with precision. Maya led some drones toward a trap, while Leo aimed for the exposed cores. Zara coordinated everything from the tower, giving instructions to the CUM system. It worked. One by one, the alien drones fell, not destroyed, but immobilized. Sparks flew, and smoke rose from their bodies. The remaining drones paused, unsure of what to do. Maya, Leo, and Zara regrouped. We did it, Maya shouted, trying to catch her breath. But Zara frowned. Not yet. Look at that. Above them, a massive alien battleship appeared in the sky, larger than anything they had ever seen. Its engines glowed red, and it hovered silently, observing the Academy. The cadets' hearts sank. This was bigger than anything they had prepared. For Maya clenched her fists. We can't let them land. We have to hold them off. Leo swallowed hard. Do we even have a chance? Zara looked at her friends, her eyes determined. We don't have a choice. We have to try. The battleship fired a pulse that shook the Academy grounds. Dust and debris flew everywhere. The cadets held on to their stations, refusing to fall. Remember the drills. Maya yelled, use your brains, not just your weapons. The younger cadets around them followed instructions, setting up more decoys, activating energy nets, and luring the drones into traps. The alien drones hesitated, confused by the clever tactics of Earth's youngest warriors. For the first time, the adults realized something amazing. These children, barely teenagers, were holding off a real alien invasion using only training, exercises, and clever thinking. The alien battleship hovered, its red eyes glowing. It seemed to calculate, to plan its next move. Maya, Leo, and Zara stood together, looking up at the massive ship. Sweat dripped from their foreheads. Dust covered their uniforms. Hearts pounding, they realized one truth. They were no longer in a drill. This was real. And the fate of the Academy, and possibly Earth, rested in their young hands. Zara took a deep breath. We can do this, we have to. Maya nodded. Together. Leo smiled, despite the fear in his chest. Let's show them what Earth's youngest warriors can do. The alien ship shifted, preparing to strike. But the three cadets were ready. With clever traps, teamwork, and courage, they would fight. And in that moment, they became more than students. They became defenders of Earth. The sky above the academy glowed with alien energy, sparks, and smoke. The battle had begun, and the youngest warriors were ready to face it. The sky above the academy was filled with red glows, smoke, and strange metallic shapes. Alien ships hovered, scanning, waiting for the right moment to strike. On the ground, cadets scrambled to their stations. But amidst the chaos, the youngest warriors Maya, Leo, and Zara stood tall, their eyes sharp and focused. Maya wiped dust from her visor. "They're coming closer," she said. "We need a plan before they reach the academy gates." Zara scanned the horizon with her handheld device. "They're moving in formation. Too organized for random attacks. If we don't do something fast, the adults won't be able to protect the academy in time." Leo gulped. "You think we can hold them off? They have bigger weapons than us." Maya clenched her fists. "We don't have a choice. We have to try. Remember the traps we set yesterday? Let's use them." The academy's adults were finally gathering in the command center, but fear and hesitation slowed their orders. Some officers were arguing over the best way to respond. Meanwhile, the alien drones began descending toward the outer grounds. Their claws ready to strike. Maya turned to Leo and Zara. "We need to split them up, confuse their formation." "That's our only chance," Zara nodded. "I can guide the traps from the tower. Maya, you lead one group. Leo, you take another. We coordinate through the comms." The three nodded in agreement and moved into position. Maya sprinted toward the left flank with a group of younger cadets, activating decoy holograms along the way. Energy nets, smoke grenades, and spinning obstacles were placed quickly and carefully, following the exact patterns they had trained for. Leo led his group toward the right flank, dodging falling debris as alien drones attempted to intercept them. He activated small automated drones, sending them buzzing into the alien ranks to create distractions. Sparks flew as drones collided with alien units. Zara, positioned at the central tower, had the clearest view of the battlefield. Her fingers flew over the controls, activating traps and guiding the younger cadets through the chaos. "Left flank, move the decoys closer," she instructed. "Right flank, set up the smoke walls." The first wave of alien drones collided with the traps. Holographic images ran across the field, smoke screens hid the cadets' positions, and energy nets immobilized several drones. Sparks flew, and metal twisted under the pressure. For a moment, the academy seemed alive with electricity and fire. Maya led her group through the chaos, moving quickly and quietly. "Remember your training. Don't attack unless you see the core exposed," she shouted. One of the younger cadets hesitated, but Maya grabbed her hand. "We can do this. Trust your skills, trust me." Meanwhile, Leo's group had spotted a pattern. The alien drone's energy cores flashed briefly as they moved. Leo aimed carefully, waiting for the right moment. When the first core appeared, he fired a precise shot. Sparks flew, and the drone froze in place. "Yes," he yelled. "It worked." Zara's voice came through the comms, steady and calm. "Keep moving. Draw them toward the traps. Don't let them regroup." As the cadets continued their defense, the alien commander above realized Earth's youngest warriors were more clever than expected. The massive battleship hovered silently, sending signals to the drones below. More units descended, larger and stronger than before. Maya's heart pounded. "They're sending reinforcements." Zara's fingers flew over the controls. "Then we make a bigger trap. Use everything we have. We can't let them reach the academy gates." The cadets worked quickly. Maya led a group into a narrow alley, luring a wave of drones toward the traps. Leo activated a series of spinning energy barriers, forcing the drones to take a longer path. Sparks and smoke filled the air, creating confusion among the alien ranks. The alien drones were strong, but their coordination faltered. The younger cadets moved with precision, dodging attacks, activating traps, and communicating with Zara. Every small victory increased their confidence. "Look at that," Maya shouted. "They're hesitating," Leo grinned. "Our drills are actually working on real enemies." Zara's eyes narrowed. "Don't celebrate yet. There's still a battleship above. It can crush us in seconds if we're not careful." The alien commander seemed to sense their effectiveness. With a low hum, the battleship fired a pulse of energy that shook the ground. Buildings trembled, debris fell, and younger cadets were thrown off balance. Maya steadied herself. "We need to regroup. Leo, fall back to the center. Zara, help us coordinate." The three young warriors quickly pulled their teams together. They set up a stronger defense near the academy's main entrance, preparing for the next wave. Adults finally began taking action. Jets lifted off, weapons fired, and shields activated. But even the most experienced soldiers paused in astonishment. The youngest cadets were holding their own. Their clever use of traps, decoys, and tactics had slowed the alien advance. "Unbelievable," an adult officer muttered. "They're kids, and they're beating them." Meanwhile, the alien commander sent a smaller, faster squad to bypass the traps and attack the cadets directly. Maya noticed them moving around the barriers. "They're trying to flank us," she shouted. "Everyone, fall back and regroup near the main gate." Leo and Zara quickly adjusted the defenses. Smoke screens were deployed, holographic decoys created false targets, and automated drones zipped through the air, drawing attention. The flanking aliens collided with the traps, stunned and confused. Sparks flew, and one of the drones fell, immobilized. Maya's group pressed forward, taking advantage of the chaos. "Keep pushing," she yelled. "We can do this." Zara monitored the battlefield carefully. They're regrouping. "Another wave is coming. Get ready." The alien drones advanced again, larger and faster than before. But Maya, Leo, and Zara had learned from the first clashes. They moved with precision, dodging attacks, luring enemies into traps, and targeting exposed energy cores. Leo fired at a core, and sparks flew. The drone froze mid-step, unable to move. Maya used the distraction to push a group of drones into a deep pit trap. Zara activated energy nets, immobilizing several more. The youngest warriors smiled despite the danger. Their teamwork was paying off. They were young, yes, but clever, brave, and fast. The alien drones could not predict their movements. Adults began joining in, inspired by the cadets' courage. Together, they formed a combined defense. Jets flew overhead, shields activated, and energy cannons fired at the alien drones. The tide of battle shifted slightly, thanks to the youngest warrior's clever tactics, but the alien commander was not done. From the battleship above, a massive beam of red energy shot toward the academy. The ground shook violently, throwing cadets off their feet. Smoke and debris filled the air, making it hard to see. Maya coughed, covering her mouth. "We need to stop that beam." Zara pointed at the battleship. "Its energy core is visible from here. If we can target it, maybe we can force it to retreat." Leo's eyes widened. "Can we really do that?" Maya nodded. "We have to try. It's now or never." Using every trick they knew, the three cadets coordinated their attack. Maya led one group to distract the alien drones guarding the area. Leo aimed for the energy core, and Zara used the tower to provide cover fire and guidance. The red beam began to waver as their attacks hit the battleship. Sparks flew, and alarms blared from the alien ship. For a moment, it seemed as if the massive vessel would crash to the ground. The alien commander hesitated, then pulled the ship back, retreating into the sky. The remaining drones followed, confused and disorganized. Maya, Leo and Zara watched in disbelief. They had done it. Against all odds, Earth's youngest warriors had forced the alien army to retreat. At least temporarily. Did we really do that? Leo asked, breathing heavily. Zara smiled faintly. Yes, but this is only the beginning. They will return, and next time, they may come stronger. Maya looked at her friends, determination shining in her eyes. Then we'll be ready, together. The academy grounds were quiet now, filled with smoke, sparks, and the sound of cadets helping each other up. The adults gathered around, staring at the youngest warriors in awe. They led the defense. An officer said, shaking his head, They saved us today. Maya, Leo, and Zara stood together, exhausted but proud. They were young, yes. But in this first clash, they had proven their courage. Intelligence and skill dot above them. The sky cleared slightly, but the shadow of the massive battleship lingered on the horizon. The alien commander had retreated, but the war was far from over. Maya clenched her fists. We fought them off today. Tomorrow we train harder, we learn more, we get stronger. Leo nodded. And we won't let them win next time. Zara looked at the distant sky, her expression serious. The first clash is over, but the real battle has just begun. And with that, Earth's youngest warriors prepared for what lay ahead, ready to face the alien army with courage, cleverness, and unwavering determination. The morning after the first clash, the academy was a whirlwind of activity. Smoke still lingered over parts of the grounds. Debris was scattered, and cadets moved quickly, repairing damage and checking equipment. The adults were busy analyzing the battle, discussing reports, and planning for the next possible alien attack. Maya, Leo, and Zara stood together near the central tower, watching as younger cadets practiced maneuvers while older students repaired weapons. Despite their exhaustion from the previous day, their minds were sharp. They had faced real alien drones and survived. They had proved themselves, but they also knew the aliens would return. An officer approached them, his expression serious. Cadets, may I have a word? The three looked at each other. This was unusual. Usually, adults didn't speak to the youngest warriors directly. Of course, sir, Maya replied. The officer cleared his throat. You three led the defense yesterday. Your tactics were impressive. The academy has decided that, for the next battle, you will have command authority over certain units. You will coordinate the younger cadets and assist the adults in planning defensive strategies. Leo blinked. Wait. Command authority? Us? Yes, the officer confirmed. Your quick thinking saved lives. The adults may have the experience, but you have proven your creativity and bravery under pressure. You will be our commanders for the next phase. Zara straightened. We are honored, sir. But are you sure this is wise? We are still learning ourselves, the officer nodded. That may be true. But sometimes, the unexpected approach works better than experience alone. You have the advantage of imagination and speed. Use it wisely. Maya took a deep breath. We will do our best. We won't let you down. With that, the three young warriors felt the weight of responsibility settle on their shoulders. They were no longer just cadets. They were leaders, tasked with guiding others in the defense of Earth. The first order of business was to organize the cadets into teams. Maya took the left flank, Leo the right, and Zara coordinated from the tower. They divided younger cadets according to their skills. Some were quick runners, others were clever with gadgets, and a few were fearless with weapons. Listen carefully, Maya instructed, addressing her team. Yesterday, we survived because we used our brains. Today, we need to be smarter. Observe the aliens, find their weaknesses, and use everything we have. Stay calm, stay alert, and follow instructions. Leo added, remember, we are not just fighting. We are protecting the academy. Don't take unnecessary risks, but don't hesitate when action is needed. Zara spoke last, her tone steady. I will guide you from the tower. Watch the screens, follow the traps, and trust your instincts. Communication is key. If we work together, we can control the battlefield. The teams nodded, absorbing every word. Even the youngest cadets felt a new sense of confidence seeing their peers in command. By midday, the alien forces returned. The massive battleship was still in orbit, its red glow visible even through Earth's atmosphere. Smaller drones descended first, scouting and testing the defenses. Maya spotted them from her position. They're testing us again. Don't let them find gaps in our defense. The cadets sprang into action. Energy nets were deployed. Holographic decoys moved across the field, and smoke grenades filled the air, creating confusion. Leo's group activated spinning barriers and automated drones, forcing the alien scouts into traps. Sparks flew as drones collided, and some were immobilized. Zara's eyes scanned the monitors. They are trying to flank from the east, move the decoys, activate the nets. Quick! The young commander's instructions were precise, almost instinctual. The cadets followed, moving like a single organism across the battlefield. The aliens were strong, but disoriented by clever tactics and traps they had not encountered before. Maya led a small squad to draw the drones toward the central field. She fired harmless energy blasts that distracted the aliens and guided them into carefully prepared pitfalls. Leo aimed for exposed energy cores, using precise shots that disabled drones without destroying them. Each successful strike sent sparks flying, and his team cheered quietly at the results. Zara, observing from the tower, coordinated every move. She activated energy nets at just the right time, guided the drones into the traps, and adjusted positions as needed. The battle was intense. Drones crashed into obstacles, sparks flew, and smoke filled the air. Yet the youngest commanders moved with focus, guiding every move with precision and care. The alien commander above was observing carefully. These were not ordinary cadets. They were clever, quick, and fearless. The commander sent reinforcements, larger drones with heavier armor. But the young leaders anticipated the attack. Maya shouted, "Deploy the new traps! Use the barricades!" Leo's squad followed swiftly, luring the armored drones into narrow paths where they could be controlled. The drones, despite their size and strength, were forced into positions where their movement was limited. Zara pressed buttons rapidly, activating holographic images that created false targets. The aliens hesitated, unsure of which were real. One armored drone collided with a barricade, sparks flying, and it froze in place. The youngest cadets watched in amazement. Their leaders, barely teenagers, were orchestrating the battlefield like seasoned generals. Even the adults were impressed, stepping back to observe rather than direct. An officer muttered, "I never thought children could coordinate like this. They are extraordinary." Maya, Leo, and Zara remained focused, ignoring the praise. The battle was not over. They knew the aliens would continue testing their limits. Hours passed. The sun moved across the sky, casting long shadows on the academy grounds. The alien commander seemed to recognize the strength of Earth's young leaders. After multiple clashes, some drones began retreating toward the battleship. Maya exhaled. "They're pulling back, but they will return," Zara nodded. "Yes. We need to analyze their tactics. Observe their formation, note weaknesses, and prepare stronger defenses." Leo grinned, wiping sweat from his brow. "We're learning faster than they think. They'll never expect what comes next." The cadets returned to the tower, exhausted but exhilarated. They reviewed recordings of the battle, noting patterns and weaknesses in the alien movements. Every drone that fell into a trap, every beam that misfired, was carefully studied. Maya pointed at a screen. "Look here." When the drones moved together, they exposed their cores for just a second. "That's our chance. Next time we aim there first." Leo nodded. "And if they try to flank, we use the narrow paths again." The traps work perfectly in those areas. Zara added, "We need to communicate with the adults too. They have firepower, but we have strategy. Together, we can control the battlefield." The three young commanders began planning. They knew the next clash would be harder. The aliens had learned something, and they would adapt. But so would Earth's youngest warriors. Evening came. The academy was quiet, but the young leaders remained alert. Maya, Leo, and Zara stood on the tower, looking at the sky. The battleship still hovered in orbit, a dark silhouette against the fading sun. "They're watching," Maya said softly. "They are always watching," Zara replied. "We must be ready. We have proven ourselves, but the real test is ahead." Leo clenched his fists. "We'll be ready. We know their weaknesses now. We can plan, we can prepare, and we can lead the others. We're not just cadets anymore, we're commanders." Maya looked at her friends, determination in her eyes. "Tomorrow, we train harder, we prepare smarter. And when they return, we will show them what Earth's youngest warriors can do." Zara nodded. "Together, we are stronger than they imagine. We will defend our home, no matter what." The three stood in silence for a moment, watching the distant horizon. The stars began to appear as night fell, but their thoughts were on the battles yet to come. The academy was alive with energy, ready for the next challenge. The adults were inspired by the youngest leaders, and the cadets were motivated by the Kathi. Courage they had witnessed. Maya, Leo, and Zara felt a new sense of responsibility. They were young, but they were fearless. They were clever, but they were wise beyond their years. And most importantly, they were united. Above them, the alien battleship loomed, silent but menacing. The commander knew that Earth's youngest warriors were different. They were unpredictable, brave, and intelligent, but Earth's cadets were ready. They had survived the first clash, they had led in battle, and they had learned the importance of strategy, teamwork, and courage. Maya turned to her friends. "Tomorrow we plan, tomorrow we lead, and tomorrow we win." Leo grinned. "We'll show them that age doesn't matter when courage and cleverness are on your side." Zara looked at the night sky, her expression serious but confident. "The aliens will come back, but we will be ready. And when they do, Earth's youngest warriors will lead the charge." And with that, the three young commanders prepared for the battles ahead, ready to face any challenge, confident in their skills, and united by friendship, courage, and the unshakable belief that Earth could be defended, no matter what the alien army threw at them. The morning sun rose over the academy grounds, but the air was thick with tension. For days, Earth's youngest warriors, Maya, Leo, and Zara, had been preparing for the next alien attack. Their first clash had ended in temporary victory, but it had also revealed one truth: the alien army would return, stronger, smarter, and more dangerous. Maya tightened the straps of her armor as she surveyed the field. "We've trained for weeks," she said, her voice steady. "We know their tactics, but we can't predict everything." Leo, always eager to jump into action, checked his weapons. "I say we're ready. Nothing can surprise us now." Zara shook her head slightly. "Don't underestimate them. The last time we adapted quickly, but this time they may try something unexpected. We have to stay alert." The adults in the command center were working with the young commanders to reinforce the academy's defenses. Walls were strengthened, energy nets deployed, and holographic decoys programmed for rapid movement. Yet even with all these preparations, tension ran high. The alien forces had been silent for hours, as if they were planning their next move carefully. By midday, scouts of alien drones were spotted on the horizon. Smaller, faster units moved in formation, cautiously approaching the academy. Maya, Leo, and Zara were already in position, their teams ready. "Remember the drills," Maya said firmly. "Use your brains, not just your weapons. They will try to trick us." The cadets nodded, gripping their blasters. ready to follow their young commander's orders. As the alien scouts approached, everything seemed calm, but calm was deceptive. The drones moved quickly, avoiding obvious traps and scanning for weak spots. It was clear the aliens had learned from previous encounters. Zara studied the radar screens. They're coordinating perfectly. Watch their movement patterns. They are trying to encircle us. Maya's heart skipped a beat. Encircle us? That means they're planning a trap. We can't let them surround the academy. Leo swallowed hard. Then we need to split and distract them. Divide their attention. Maya nodded. Exactly. I'll take the left flank. Leo, the right. Zara, you coordinate from the tower. Everyone, stay in communication. The three young commanders moved their cadets carefully, creating multiple decoy paths. Energy nets sparked and spun. Holographic images moved across the field, and smoke filled the air to confuse the alien sensors. For a moment, it seemed as if the trap had been avoided. Then it happened. From above, larger drones descended rapidly, faster and stronger than any they had seen before. They moved like predators, cutting off the left and right flanks almost simultaneously. The young cadets realized too late that the aliens had set a trap. They had been lured into a controlled area, surrounded and exposed. Maya shouted, "Fall! Back, everyone! Fall back to the central tower!" The cadets ran, dodging laser beams and spinning obstacles. Sparks flew from broken drones, and smoke filled the air, making it hard to see. Leo fired at exposed energy cores, taking down a few drones, but more were coming from all sides. The younger cadets began to panic. "Stay calm," Maya yelled. "Follow my lead. Don't stop." Zara guided them from the tower, her voice calm but urgent. "Move through the corridors. Activate the nets behind you. Don't let them trap anyone." Despite their efforts, the alien drones began to surround them. It seemed impossible to escape. The cadets were trapped, with walls on either side and enemies closing in. The sound of clashing metal and laser fire filled the air. Maya's mind raced. They needed a plan. "Quick, Leo," she called. "The eastern corridor. Can you lead a small team through there to distract them?" Leo nodded, determination flashing in his eyes. "I'll do it. It might give us a chance to escape." Zara studied the drone's movements carefully. "If we time it right, their sensors will focus on the eastern corridor. That should create a window for the rest of us." Maya took a deep breath. "Then let's move. Everyone, stay close. Trust each other." The cadets divided into smaller groups. Leo led his team to the eastern corridor, firing precise shots at exposed cores. Sparks flew as drones collided with energy nets, temporarily disabling some units. This created confusion among the alien ranks. Maya guided the central group toward a narrow passage, carefully avoiding the remaining drones. The passage was tight, forcing the aliens to slow down, giving the cadets a slight advantage. Zara monitored the situation from above. "Left flank, move now. Right flank, push forward. Timing is critical." The cadets followed instructions perfectly. Sparks flew, smoke swirled, and drones collided with barriers. For a brief moment, it seemed as if the trap had failed, but the alien commander had anticipated their moves. A new wave of drones, larger and more heavily armed, advanced from the north. The cadets were caught between two forces, and the situation grew desperate. Maya gritted her teeth. "We need something bigger, something they won't expect." Zara's eyes lit up. "What about the Academy's hidden traps? The ones we didn't use yesterday?" Maya's face brightened. "Yes, activate them now. Everyone stay ready." From beneath the ground, energy nets rose, catching drones in mid-flight. Hidden holographic decoys projected images of cadets moving in every direction, further confusing the aliens. Spinning obstacles emerged from the walls, blocking drones' paths and forcing them into controlled zones. Leo fired at exposed cores as drones collided with the traps. Sparks flew, metal bent, and some drones were immobilized. The cadets moved with precision, following the young commander's instructions flawlessly. Despite the chaos, they were slowly gaining control of the battlefield. The aliens, despite their strength, were confused and disoriented by clever tactics. Then, a massive drone appeared in the sky, larger than any before, glowing red and menacing. It hovered silently, scanning for targets. The cadets froze for a moment, realizing that the alien commander had sent a special unit to capture or destroy them. Maya took a deep breath. We can't fight that directly. We need to trap it, just like the others. Zara quickly scanned the controls. If we lure it toward the central energy nets, we can immobilize it temporarily. But we need a distraction, Leo nodded. I'll do it. Follow me, team. We'll lead it into the trap. The plan was risky, but necessary. Leo and his team dashed forward, drawing the massive drone toward the center. Sparks flew from their weapons, creating a visual distraction. Maya and the other cadets activated the energy nets at the right moment. The massive drone collided with the traps, sparks flying, immobilizing it temporarily. The alien commander hissed through the communication channels. Frustrated by the young warrior's clever tactics, the cadets breathed heavily, exhausted but alive. They had survived the trap, but they knew the battle was far from over. After the immediate threat was neutralized, the young commanders regrouped near the central tower. Dust and smoke covered the ground, and cadets were shaken but unharmed. Maya looked around. That was too close. We need to analyze how they set the trap. If we understand it, we can prevent it next time. Zara nodded. Agreed. They are learning, adapting, and observing. We must do the same. Every move counts. Leo added, and we need stronger defenses. Bigger traps, more decoys, and better coordination. They won't catch us off guard again. The adults were astonished. These kids, an officer muttered. They survived an ambush that would have trapped most experienced soldiers. Maya, Leo, and Zara ignored the praise. Their minds were focused on the next steps. The aliens had set a trap and nearly captured them, but they had survived through teamwork, strategy, and quick thinking. Evening fell over the academy. The youngest warriors gathered their teams and inspected the battlefield. Sparks from broken drones still lit the area, and smoke drifted through the air. Cadets helped each other up, patched minor injuries, and checked equipment. Maya addressed her team. We survived today because we worked together. We stayed calm, we stayed smart, and we trusted each other. That is why we are strong. Leo smiled. We learned from their trap. Next time, we'll be ready before they even try. Zara looked at the horizon, where the alien battleship loomed like a dark shadow. They will return. The ambush was just a test. But now we know what they are capable of. And next time, we will be stronger, faster, smarter. Maya, Leo, and Zara stood together, exhausted but resolute. They had survived being trapped, outsmarted the alien army, and proved that courage, intelligence, and teamwork could overcome even the deadliest situations. Above the academy, the alien commander observed, frustrated but intrigued. These were not ordinary cadets. These were young warriors of Earth, clever, fearless, and united. The battle was far from over. But the youngest defenders of Earth were ready. Maya turned to her friends. Tomorrow we plan. Tomorrow we train. And tomorrow we lead even stronger. They cannot trap us again. Leo nodded, determination shining in his eyes. We'll show them what Earth's youngest warriors can do. Zara looked at the stars, beginning to appear in the sky. We were trapped today. But next time we will trap them, and we will win. The academy was quiet now, but the tension remained. The aliens would return. The young commanders would prepare. And when the next battle came, Earth's youngest warriors would be ready to defend their home, no matter the cost. The academy was quiet at first light, but the calm was deceptive. Maya, Leo, and Zara had spent the night planning and analyzing the previous ambush. Their minds were sharp, filled with strategies and contingencies. They knew the alien army would not rest. Neither could they. Maya stretched her arms, her eyes scanning the horizon. "Today is different," she said, voice low but firm. "We've survived their traps, and we know their patterns. Now it's time to take the initiative." Leo tightened his gloves. "You mean we attack first?" "Yes," Maya said. "We can't just wait for them to strike. We need to hit them where they least expect it." Zara adjusted her visor, looking at the maps and holograms projected on the tower screens. "I've analyzed their flight paths and drone formations. If we strike at the right point, we can disrupt their command structure. That will give Earth an advantage we've never had." The adults gathered in the command center. Many were hesitant about a preemptive strike. Earth's defense protocol had always been reactive. But when they saw the confidence in the young warriors' eyes and the detailed plans Zara presented, they realized these cadets had something the adults lacked: vision, speed, and unpredictability. One officer cleared his throat. "It's risky. A direct strike on their command unit could provoke the battleship. Are we prepared for retaliation?" Maya stepped forward. "We don't just react. We control the battlefield. We know their weaknesses. If we move carefully and coordinate perfectly, we can change the course of this war." After tense deliberation, the adults agreed. The youngest warriors would lead a special mission. It was unprecedented, risky, and dangerous, but it was also their best chance. Teams were divided. Maya, Leo, and Zara each commanded smaller groups of cadets. Maya led the infiltration team, tasked with moving through alien patrol zones. Leo commanded the strike team, responsible for disabling drones and clearing the path. Zara stayed in the tower, coordinating communication, traps, and monitoring enemy movements. "Remember the drills," Maya reminded her team. "Move quietly, stay in formation, and follow instructions. Every second counts." Leo's team nodded. "We won't fail," he said, determination in his eyes. The cadets moved across the field, shadows among debris, carefully avoiding patrol drones. Each step was calculated, every movement precise. They relied on decoys, smoke screens, and small traps to mask their presence. Zara's voice guided them through coms. "Left flank, slow your pace. Right flank, prepare to deploy nets. Central unit, keep moving. Timing is everything." The young warriors' strategy relied on patience. They were small, fast, and clever qualities the aliens could not predict. Hours passed. The cadets moved carefully, inching closer to the alien command unit. They faced occasional patrol drones, each encounter a test of skill and courage. Maya's team avoided detection by using shadows, timing, and distraction devices. Leo's team disabled drones efficiently, focusing on exposed energy cores and using traps to immobilize them. "Almost there," Maya whispered. "Stay close. Stay quiet." Suddenly, a patrol drone noticed movement in the left flank. Sparks flew as it activated an alarm, sending red lights flashing across the field. "Alert! They've seen us!" Zara's voice was calm but urgent. "Move now. Use the secondary traps." Maya's team reacted instantly. Smoke grenades created cover, decoys moved in multiple directions, and energy nets captured the advancing drone. Leo's team fired precise shots at exposed cores, causing sparks and confusion. The alien patrols were strong, but the cadets were clever. Every move was calculated to create chaos among the enemies while keeping themselves safe. As the teams closed in, the alien battleship above began scanning the area. Red beams crisscrossed the field, searching for the cadets. The adults below fired energy cannons to distract the ship. Allowing the youngest warriors to advance, Maya whispered to her team, "We're close. The command unit is just ahead. Stay focused. This is the turning point." They reached a narrow canyon-like area, perfect for ambushing. Hidden traps were already in place, ready to immobilize drones and force the alien commander's hand. Leo glanced at Maya. "Are we ready for the final strike?" Maya nodded. "We've trained for this. We move together, hit quickly, and retreat before they regroup. Timing is everything." Zara monitored from above. "Traps are ready. Smoke screens are in place. Energy nets activated. All teams, move." "On my mark." With a deep breath, Maya signaled her team. They rushed forward in coordinated precision. Sparks flew as drones collided with traps. Holographic decoys created false targets, confusing the aliens further. Leo's team targeted exposed cores, disabling more drones and creating a clear path. The cadets moved like shadows, striking where the aliens were weakest. Finally, they reached the alien command unit. A massive structure hovered slightly above the ground, glowing with red energy. It was surrounded by drones, but the young warriors were prepared. Maya whispered, "We strike now." They activated the hidden traps. Nets shot upward, capturing drones mid-flight. Spinning barriers blocked reinforcements. Holograms projected multiple false cadets moving in different directions. Sparks flew as drones collided, immobilized, or malfunctioned. Leo aimed his blaster at the energy core of the command unit. "Ready, fire!" A precise shot hit the core. Sparks erupted, alarms blared, and the massive command unit shuddered. The alien commander's voice roared through comms, furious and shocked. "Impossible. How did they?" Zara's voice cut through the chaos. "Maintain formation. Retreat carefully after the strike. Don't engage more than necessary." Maya led her team backward, retracing their path through the traps and smoke. Leo covered the rear, taking down remaining drones. Zara monitored every move, ensuring all teams stayed coordinated. The cadets moved with speed and precision, leaving the command unit damaged and the alien forces disoriented. Back at the academy, adults cheered quietly as reports came in. The alien command unit was damaged, and several drones were destroyed. The first strike led by Earth's youngest warriors had succeeded. Maya, Leo, and Zara regrouped at the tower, breathing heavily but triumphant. "We did it," Leo said, eyes wide with excitement. "Yes," Maya agreed. "But this is just the beginning. We've struck their command, but they'll retaliate. We have to be ready." Zara studied the monitors. "Their formations are weaker now. They're trying to regroup. But we've shown them that Earth's youngest warriors can fight intelligently, strategically, and fearlessly." The adults gathered around. "I've never seen anything like this," one officer said. "These cadets, they've changed the battle entirely." Maya looked at her friends. "We've taken the first step. Tomorrow we strengthen defenses, prepare for retaliation, and continue to lead. This is our turning point." Leo grinned. "We've shown them that age doesn't matter when courage, intelligence, and teamwork are on your side." Zara nodded. "The alien army is learning, but so are we. And next time, we'll be even stronger." Evening fell over the academy, but the young warriors remained vigilant. Scouts reported that the alien battleship had moved back slightly, but it continued to hover in orbit, a dark reminder of the ongoing threat. Maya, Leo, and Zara stood together, overlooking the battlefield. "We've made our mark," Maya said. "They know we're clever. They know we're dangerous. But we've also learned more about their strategies." Leo tightened his fists. "And we'll use that knowledge to defend Earth. We're not just reacting anymore, we're leading." Zara's eyes were sharp, scanning the horizon. Today was the turning point. Tomorrow we fight smarter, we plan better, and we lead even more effectively. The academy was alive with energy, cadets. Training, adults repairing, and the youngest warriors preparing. For the first time, the balance of power had shifted slightly toward Earth, not because of brute force, but because of courage, strategy, and the fearless leadership of 3 young commanders. Maya turned to her friends. The alien army thinks they control the battlefield, but we've shown them that Earth's youngest warriors are unpredictable. And unpredictability is our greatest weapon, Leo grinned. Tomorrow, we show them what that really means. Zara looked at the stars beginning to appear in the night sky. The battle is far from over, but today, we've taken control. And when the aliens return, we'll be ready. United, confident, and clever, the youngest warriors of Earth stood ready. They had taken the first step toward victory. The alien army had underestimated them, and that mistake would cost dearly in the battles to come. The first light of dawn spread across the academy, but the air was thick with anticipation. Maya, Leo, and Zara had spent the entire night preparing for the final confrontation. The alien army was aware of Earth's resilience now, and the battleship hovered ominously in the sky, scanning the grounds. But the youngest warriors were ready. Today is the day, Maya whispered, looking at her friends. We've trained, we've planned, and we've outsmarted them before. Now we end this. Leo cracked his knuckles. They won't see us coming. Not this time. We're faster, smarter, and stronger together. Zara adjusted her visor and activated the tactical map. The aliens are regrouping, but we've identified weaknesses in their formation. If we strike correctly, we can disable the battleship support drones and force them to retreat or worse, surrender. The adults watched from the command center, nervous but trusting. This was unprecedented. 3 young cadets leading a full-scale assault against a powerful alien fleet. But they had proven themselves in battle after battle. Maya, Leo, and Zara divided the cadets into teams. Each team had a specific role: infiltration, distraction, drone control, and trap deployment. Every movement was coordinated through Zara's command from the tower. Stay focused, Maya instructed. Every second counts. Remember your training, trust your instincts, and watch each other's backs. We move as one. The cadets nodded, determined. Even the youngest ones seemed fearless under the guidance of the 3 leaders. The first wave of drones approached. Smaller, faster units moved in formation, scanning for weak spots. Maya signaled her team, and they activated the traps, causing sparks and confusion among the alien ranks. Leo led the strike team, targeting exposed energy cores and immobilizing several drones. Zara coordinated from above, activating energy nets and holographic decoys. The battlefield became a controlled chaos, the cadets moving like shadows, striking precisely where needed. The alien battleship responded. Larger drones descended, and the air was filled with sparks and energy blasts. The cadets reacted quickly, following their leader's instructions flawlessly. Maya shouted, "Left flank, move to the canyon. Use the obstacles, don't let them encircle us." Leo's team fired at incoming drones, using speed and precision to disable them. Zara guided the central units, creating illusions and traps that slowed the enemy's advance. For a moment, the aliens seemed to gain an advantage. The drones coordinated perfectly, forcing the cadets into defensive positions. But Maya remained calm. "Stay steady," she said. "This is exactly what we've trained for. Use the traps, use the decoys, and focus on the cores. We control the battlefield." Hours passed. The cadets moved tirelessly, their teamwork flawless. Every strike, every trap, and every maneuver was executed with precision. The alien commander realized the unexpected. Earth's youngest warriors were not only clever and fast, they were unpredictable. From above, the battleship deployed a massive drone, larger than any before. It hovered ominously, its red glow piercing. The morning light, Maya's eyes narrowed. This is it. The final challenge. Leo, lead the strike. Zara, control from the tower. We take it down together. The cadets advanced carefully, using smoke screens, decoys, and traps to confuse the massive drone. Sparks flew as it collided with energy nets. Spinning barriers blocked its movement, and holograms created multiple false targets. Leo fired a precise shot at the drone's core. Sparks erupted, and the massive unit shuddered, immobilized temporarily. The alien commander's voice crackled over communications, frustrated and enraged. "Impossible," it roared. "How? How can children?" Zara's voice cut through. "Calmly, maintain focus. Retreat carefully after the strike. Don't overextend." Maya led her team backward, retracing their path through the traps. The cadets followed, their movements swift and calculated. Even under pressure, the youngest warriors were precise and fearless. The alien commander was growing desperate. Its drones were being neutralized, its command unit damaged, and its strategy failing against the unpredictable tactics of 3 teenagers. Maya signaled, "All units, prepare for the final trap. This ends now." Hidden beneath the ground, massive energy nets rose, capturing multiple drones mid-flight. Spinning barriers emerged from the walls, forcing the alien forces into controlled zones. Holographic images projected dozens of false cadets moving in all directions, creating chaos among the aliens. Leo and his team aimed at the command unit's exposed cores, firing precise shots that caused sparks and system malfunctions. The alien battleship's support drones were being destroyed one by one. Zara coordinated every movement, ensuring no cadet was exposed. "Keep moving, stay in formation, strike together." The alien commander realized it had no choice. Its fleet was disorganized, its drones neutralized, and its command unit compromised. Suddenly, the battleship's engines glowed brighter. It began to retreat, lifting higher into the sky. The alien forces were pulling back, beaten by the youngest defenders of Earth. Maya watched as the massive ship slowly disappeared into the distance. "It's over. For now," she said, a smile forming on her face. Leo cheered, fists raised. "We did it! We really did it!" Zara exhaled, her eyes still scanning the horizon. "They've retreated, but we must remain vigilant. They may return. But today, we've proven that courage, intelligence, and teamwork can overcome any challenge." The cadets gathered around, exhausted but exhilarated. They had witnessed something extraordinary. 3 young leaders had guided them through impossible battles and emerged victorious. The adults approached, astonished by the outcome. "I've never seen anything like this," one officer said. "These cadets, they've saved Earth today." Maya, Leo, and Zara stood together, their expressions a mix of relief and determination. "We've done more than survive," Maya said. "We've led. We've inspired. And we've shown that even the youngest warriors can defend their home." Leo nodded. "Age doesn't matter. Bravery, cleverness, and teamwork do." Zara looked up at the sky, where the alien battleship had vanished. "Today we've turned the tide. Tomorrow we prepare for the future, and the day after we remain ready. Earth will never be unprepared again." Evening fell over the academy. The cadets celebrated quietly, repairing equipment and sharing stories of their bravery. Maya, Leo, and Zara walked together, surveying the battlefield. Sparks from broken drones still lit the ground, but now they symbolized victory rather than danger. Maya turned to her friends. "We faced impossible odds, survived traps, led our teams, and defeated the alien army's advance. We've proven that intelligence and courage can overcome raw power." Leo grinned. "And we've shown them that Earth's youngest warriors are a force to be reckoned with." Zara nodded, her eyes shining with determination. "We've achieved victory today, but we must stay prepared. The universe is full of challenges. But we've learned that when we work together, there's nothing we cannot overcome. The Academy stood proud, a symbol of human ingenuity and bravery. Earth's youngest warriors had not only survived, they had led, outsmarted, and triumphed. The alien army had underestimated the strength, intelligence, and courage of the planet's youth. Maya, Leo, and Zara stood together on the tower, watching the horizon. The sun dipped below the skyline, casting golden light across the Academy. Today was victory, Maya said softly. Tomorrow is preparation. And after that, Earth is ready for anything. Leo raised his fist. We've earned this moment, and we'll defend it, no matter what comes next. Zara smiled, her gaze steady and determined. We are the youngest warriors of Earth, fearless, clever, and united. And as long as we stand together, no force in the universe can defeat us. The alien commander had retreated, defeated but not destroyed. Yet one thing was certain. Earth's youngest warriors had proven themselves in the ultimate battle. They were leaders, strategists, and defenders of their home. The victory at dawn was a testament to courage, intelligence, and the unbreakable bond of friendship. And so, as the stars began to appear in the night sky, Earth's youngest warriors stood vigilant, ready for whatever challenges lay ahead. Their names would be remembered, their actions celebrated, and their courage inspiring generations to come. Maya turned to her friends one last time. We did it, together. Leo nodded. Together, Zara smiled. Always together. And as the night fell over the Academy, Earth's youngest warriors knew that they had not only defended their home, they had become legends.